Found in Translation began as an idea on a napkin. While working as a social worker, I met many immigrant women facing poverty and homelessness, struggles that reflected the experience of my own family. How immigration can shrink us, how we lose our place in society, how our skills are dismissed, our contributions discounted, how doors are slammed in our faces. In this familiar struggle, I saw familiar strength, language skills, and that was when the gears began to turn. Researching career opportunities for multilingual people, I found medical interpreting, which pays $25 an hour entry level in one of the fastest growing fields in the US, offers flexible employment, which is so important to women as the leaders of families, and provides life-saving healthcare access to patients who speak a different language from their doctor. With a seed grant from the Kip Tiernan Social Justice Fellowship and the guidance of my mentor, colleague, and friend, Mark Stewart, I launched Found in Translation in September of 2011 to train low-income bilingual women as professional medical interpreters, allowing them to transform their most stigmatized trait, their language and cultural background, into their greatest asset in the workforce. We posted flyers on street poles, sent out emails to local nonprofits, and within a couple of weeks, we received an overwhelming 164 applications. Our first confirmation that the world needed a program like this. Women wrote in saying, "I'm a single mom, I'm homeless, raising 2 kids in a motel room, and I'm bilingual. This is my chance." Operating on a shoestring budget, we interviewed applicants at a Panera and taught in classrooms kindly donated by Cambridge Health Alliance. My original conception of the program model was also minimalist. We would provide free training with on-site childcare and transportation assistance, clearing a path to a medical interpreter certificate, a credential that would unlock access to a living wage career. We would train a class, send them off, and start again with a new group. It was about efficiency. But soon, 2 things became apparent. 1, it takes more than a certificate to overcome poverty and homelessness. 2, we were creating so much more than economic mobility. A powerful community was emerging. I got my first glimpse of it when the class of 2012 organized a surprise baby shower for their pregnant classmate. They asked me to distract her, and when we came back into the room, a table was arranged with toys and diapers and baby gifts. There was not a dry eye in the room, and it was all them. It wasn't programmatic. It was genuine friendship and community and love. When the training was over, the women craved opportunities to stay connected. They told us, "I came here a stranger, and now I have 20 sisters from all over the world." And so, in response to their feedback, we began to expand programming to include ongoing career advancement support and social opportunities, such as the Alumni Association. The next year, I was awarded the Echo and Green Fellowship, which supports the world's most promising social entrepreneurs, and this put Found in Translation on the map. We started seeing fundraising success, expanded our training from 3 to 9 languages, and moved into our first office, a co-working space in Cambridge called Work Bar. We were laying the groundwork for partnerships with major players like Beth Israel and Boston Medical Center. But it was not smooth sailing. Class of 2012 was struggling finding employment, exposing a quirk of the interpreter job market. Employers were all requiring previous experience, but none were willing to be the first to hire a new interpreter, creating a sort of catch-22. So we took matters into our own hands and launched interpreter services to offer direct job placement to our graduates. We partnered with the Sherwood Project, which is run by Tufts medical students and provides free healthcare. Found in Translation served as a pop-up interpreter department for Sherwood, enabling them to provide equitable treatment to their patients with limited English proficiency. And for our graduates, this provided critical first job experience, opening the door to employment at interpreter agencies and hospitals. This was a game changer for a program model, but it wasn't at an Alumni Association meeting in 2014 that my understanding of our work was turned on its head. Class of 2014 had just graduated, and they walked in hesitantly, introducing themselves in a quiet voice, saying, "I guess I'm a medical interpreter now." And then their peers from 2012 and 2013 walked in tall, whipped off their sunglasses, and confidently introduced themselves as professional medical interpreters. They handed out their business cards and shared insider tips about the best ways to get hired at a local agency. One opened her planner to a blank page from a year ago, and then today, inked densely with interpreting assignments. She asks who speaks her language because she turns down assignments now and is looking for someone to refer them to. It was then that it dawned on me that our interpreters are their own and each other's greatest resource. We were teaching an important trade, yes, but for women, change happens in community. And before our eyes was blossoming a community that was powerful, deeply invested in each other, and capable of accelerating each other's success more effectively than we ever could through programming. In light of this, the evolving needs of our alumni became the center of our model. And in 2015, we re-envisioned our program as the Language Access Fellowship, highlighting the transformation of our participants into true partners in our mission. We moved into a small office sublet in Central Square. And by 2016, we had a staff of 5 and an alumni pool over 100 strong. When our alumni expressed aspirations to become educators themselves, we listened and created opportunities for them in our faculty as assistant language coaches. 2017 brought us to Fields Corner in Dorchester, where our office is to this day. By then, our alumni had been interpreting for over 5 years, growing in their success and influence, reaching higher positions at agencies and hospitals, and gaining next-level credentials, such as national certification. 2018 and 2019 saw significant growth on all fronts. Our interpreter services clients doubled. Alumni on our program faculty grew to 50%, then 80%. We hosted a first-ever local interpreter job fair and gained international recognition as a Bridge Builder Challenge top idea. We were on the rise, building capacity and continuing to expand in scope and scale, and then came 2020. Immigrants and women bore the brunt of the health and economic crises brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. We knew that programs like ours were needed more than ever, so pulling back was not an option. With the support of our community, we transitioned all programming online, rapidly rolled out translation and remote interpreting services to mitigate income loss for our graduates, increased alumni in our faculty to 90%, and trained our biggest ever class of interpreters entirely online. Class of 2021 just graduated in June. They joined a community of nearly 300 brilliant women who will amplify their success, guide their careers, and work alongside them providing life-saving language access. Each class of new interpreters is like a branch on the living tree of our community. Bound in Translation's role is to tend that tree, give it sunshine and nutrients and water, what it needs to thrive. Now, a decade later, Bound in Translation is no longer a trust exercise for incoming students. They can see their future through the living examples of their peers, mentors and instructors, who now work at all the major local and regional hospitals and agencies. Seeing proof that success is possible emboldens them to aim high. And as they advance to positions where they not only interpret, but train, manage, and hire interpreters, they gain power to open doors for one another. I believe that our alumni are changing the culture of medical interpreting, making it more compassionate and more equitable. I'm so proud of everything they have built. Walking alongside them in their professional journeys has been the biggest honor of my life, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.